What's going on, guys? This is John from Texas Wilds.
Rooster from Rooster Outdoors.
And you are listening to the Wiley Rooster Boys Outdoor Podcast. Today is the day. We're going to pick a winner before this episode's over. We got Frankie back with us from One Fish at a Time.
How's it going, y'all?
And if you guys have been listening to the last couple of episodes, you know that we have a giveaway, thanks to Frankie. He's brought the Til Valhalla Project to our attention, and we got several entries. So you guys stick around for sure, and we're going to be picking a name at random. Frankie, I think you got that figured out.
Yes.
And one of you lucky entries going to get a care package.
Yeah, we got a wheel that we entered all the names into. At the end of the show, we're going to spin the wheel, and we're going to pick a winner.
But before that is over, Frankie, I'll do what you asked me to do. I'll double check and make sure we don't have any last minute entries. Get everybody
For sure.
a fighting chance. But you listeners out there, if you hear any ambient background on my end, I apologize. It's usually I don't like to have any fans or anything on, but it is extremely hot right now in my office, so I got a fan on me. I apologize for that. Won't let it happen again. So, all that being said, what's been going on, guys? What y'all been up to?
Honestly, for me, it's been super busy. We've been celebrating my daughter's birthday. That was a blast.
Happy birthday to her again.
Heck yeah. She turned 5, and she was super excited. Spent a lot of time with her, but other than that, it's been mainly work. Haven't really gone out to fish very much. Today's a real nice day, and it's nice and cloudy, cooled off, and it would have been a perfect chance to go fishing. And my kids were here, so my girlfriend was here, so I was spending a lot of time with them, but I might go tonight yet.
You know, I ain't done night fishing in probably 4 years. There's critters out there, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't mind night fishing. Usually when I go night fishing, it's for catfish, though. I've never
Excuse me, I'm sorry
done
about
any night fishing for bass.
I haven't either. You know,
But I've heard good things about it.
man, I went the other day, and this is after my trip to Graham. Whenever that big catfish broke or straightened out my hooks, but I had this hankering to go catfishing. You know, I wanted to branch out and get into catfishing. I went out and I bought so much stuff for catfishing. New tackle bag, new more tackle. Bought a bunch of bait, a couple of new combos, this, that, and the other. And it's been sitting there in the corner of my office since I bought it. I ain't done nothing with it. But I could tell you now that net that I had, well, it didn't fit that catfish I tried to catch. So I went out and bought me a new net. I'm pretty sure I could fit Moby Dick in that net. So I'm excited to test that out next time I go.
I've had that before. I bought a small net that folds out, and I'm like, oh, this will be nice. But then you catch some of them big catfish, and you're like, this is not going to work.
Oh, speaking of catfish, Rooster?
Yeah.
Why don't you share your heartbreaking story, too?
Well, we were out bass fishing, and I was sure hitting them with that rattle trap. And me and you were kind of close, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'd kind of been working my way away from it. I got down there a ways, cast it out. I mean, and bam! It just bent that rod in half, dude. It's huge, you know. And I start reeling it in. It's pulling line like crazy, and I finally start getting it close enough. I can't make out what the fish is, but I just see the size of the body. And that's when you heard me hollering at you. I was like, "Hey, like, John, I need help!" And I sat there and fought him for a while. Finally got him a little tired out. Got him up to the shore, and I made it out as a big old flathead. And I mean, that sucker, I never got a weight on him, but I'd estimate him 10 to 15 pounds. I mean, he was every bit of 2 to 3 foot long. I mean, he was a decent size.
I was probably 25 foot from you whenever he got free, man.
Yeah, dude, I had him on the rocks. reached down, I grabbed his tail, I was going to try to drag him up. And when I did, he just gave me a shook. You know, of course, they're slimy as all get out. Got out of my hand, and he just snapped my line like it was nothing. That was it. You know, the one time I didn't bring my fish grips with me. He had that dang rattle trap in his mouth. I wasn't about to try to stick my hand up in there.
It's so bizarre, man. All these catfish lately just hitting on these rattle traps. It's just.
It is.
And I'm not a catfisherman by any means, but from everything I've been, I understood over the years is that's not really the ideal bait to use for catfish. But
no,
they're hitting.
I mean, yeah, I've heard of catfish hitting on, square bills and stuff like that, but it's not very often. But like you said, most of the time is either worms, liver, cut bait, something like that.
And the spot where you hooked into that catfish, that's bizarre.
It was. Man, but he was pretty. One of the prettiest catfish I've ever seen. I mean, I'd never caught a flathead before. Usually it's always channel, but just the speckle. He had a bunch of speckle on him, and he was a real pretty looking fish.
I wish you could have got him in, man. Oh, man.
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
It took a little bit for my heart to settle down. I was real excited.
Flathead are probably one of the funnest catfish to catch,
I'm not
in my
gonna lie,
opinion.
Frankie. I thought I had a double-digit bass for a second. Like that's where my heart was. It was up my throat. I was like, "Oh my god!" Like it's finally gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, especially if that's what you were targeting is bass,
Yeah.
So, oh man, I mean, although I like I said, some of the best catfish out there to catch, fight wise, them suckers like to fight, and around Nebraska, if you can catch a flathead, man, that's a good day. That's a good day. But I can totally understand why you thought of, you had a double-digit bass, because them suckers can fight.
Oh, heck yeah, dude. I mean, it was just dragging line, dude. It was a blast.
I gotta ask, what were you using for equipment?
Just this Abu bait caster I got. It's like a 6.5 foot rod, and then it was just it was almost like a see-through, but it had like a bluish color rattle trap.
Okay.
And I just had like 10-pound feed lines, all I had.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's always the toughest, man, when you get them that close, and it's like,
oh, dude,
you either got to have a net or you got to grab them, because
he had his hands on them and it still broke off, man.
Yeah. There's no way you could be able to pick them up by the line,
No,
you shred your hands, man.
Yeah.
That's all them trebles coming off that. I was like, nope. I ain't
That's sketchy.
It was still fun.
It was a good day. I think we ended with like 21 total, I believe. Something like that.
Wow.
And
the three of us, because I think I had 9 bass I caught that day.
I believe I had 8. And Rachel had a few too. But I think that you got the biggest bass by I think you beat me by like 2 or 3 ounces.
3.7 was the biggest one I caught.
Yeah, mine was 3.4. So you got me on the on the biggest. But I think Rachel got the smallest. I don't think that thing would have even registered on the scale. But dude, he was a fighter though.
She didn't get skunked, so
exactly.
That's good.
But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So too many times I've gone out there and I got skunked.
Mm-hmm.
But
comes with the territory, man. But
it does.
Bad day. What do they say? Bad day on the water, still better day than anything else.
Yes, that's exactly what I was just gonna say.
Mm-hmm. But we have quite a bit to discuss here in a few minutes. So before we get into any of that, let's take a quick break, and we're going to talk about the Nebraska versus Texas challenge. We'll be right back. All right, you guys ready to discuss how bad Texas is going to beat Nebraska?
Well, if you guys are anything like their football team.
Hey! It's a little too soon for that.
Whoa! Shots fired.
That is. It was a sad day yesterday for Nebraska.
You know what, Chuck? Nebraska's my second team now. They work for the university. It's gotta be.
Say, don't make me call your boss. Did you watch that game, Frankie?
I did watch it.
Dude, that looked so good in the beginning.
It did. Well,
it's like this every year, it seems like.
Minus the safety. Minus that safety in the beginning.
Oh, my God. Yeah. All right, we better get off something because I could go off on this.
All right. Well, again, for you that have been listening, you know that Frankie here has challenged us to a survival type situation. And we've been spending the better part of the last couple of days hashing out details and stuff like that of, rules and guidelines and stuff like that, what we got to follow. So, I don't even know where to start.
Well, we came up with some rules over the last day or two or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Been thinking about it. We had a few things already set for rules, and one of the things that we came up with that we get some freebie items. So the freebie items that we came up with is actually each person gets some form of shelter, whether it's a hammock, a tent, a tarp, whatever. That's a freebie item. Each person gets a knife of your choosing, whatever you want to bring.
Whatever size.
Yes, whatever size. And then each team gets a percolator, because some people can't live without coffee.
Well,
and apparently it tastes really good.
Tastes really good.
I might have to get one myself just to try it out, because since you guys are getting the percolator, I mentioned to you guys that I might just bring a pot to boil water in or whatever, and that could count as my freebie item. But we'll see. I might end up getting a percolator before then.
That's what I would do, man. You can't go wrong.
And
you guys might have to let me know where you guys bought yours from, so I can
Walmart.
Check them out. Walmart?
That one that I sent a picture of yesterday, that was from Walmart.
Yeah. How'd you end up cutting your finger on that?
I got too excited, man. I opened the lid and I was trying to fasten the glass bulb on top, and then come to find I was standing there on the aisle, and the glass bulb was a little loose, so I opened the top and I went to tighten it up. I'm thinking, all right, I'm gonna take this thing with me, and then just slashed right into my finger, and I was like, okay, well, I'm not getting that one. So I put it back and grabbed another one, so somebody else might get cut.
Oh man.
But hey, what are you gonna do, man? That thing tried to. It cut me pretty good. I mean, it's not deep, but it was like the length of a single digit on my finger.
I've seen that.
But yeah, dude, you can't beat percolated coffee. I mean, it's good regardless. Like, you can do it on the stove, that's fine. But whenever you do it over a fire and you get that little hint of smoke flavor to your coffee,
yeah.
Oh, buddy.
I'm gonna have to try it. I'm probably gonna get one now then.
But we prior to all this, we had discussed the fishing tackle and the pole was going to be one item. Well, we nixed that. One pole, one item, small tackle box, like a smaller Plano box or equivalent, whatever, what have you. That's going to be one. So essentially, that's your food source. For us, that's pretty much going to be our food source, because as we mentioned before, I don't think that hunting is really going to be an option for us currently right now. Most of the smaller animals that we could shoot won't be good for eating. So we're gonna kind of try to stick to fishing. But
so to expand on that, we agreed that each person gets 5 items to take besides the free items.
Mm-hmm.
So in total is going to be 10 items per team. That way we can coordinate who's bringing what to obviously increase your odds of survival. And yes, we said fishing rod will count as one.
Mm-hmm.
Or a fishing setup. And then we did say that the small Plano tackle box will be count as one. Now, we came up with the idea, whatever you can fit in that little small box, you can take for tackle. So, I think there's potential, even though it's such a small box.
I'm gonna try it. I'm hoping to catch some grasshoppers or something
Yeah.
like that, but we'll see how that goes.
I'm personally planning on using something that I can catch out there, like bugs or worms or something like that, before I try any of my other tackle, just to simulate that survival aspect of it.
Make a wooden fish hook. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Get to whittling.
Yeah, and like we can think of a ton. We can think of a ton of scenarios of situations where you would have to survive. And nowadays, honestly, sad to say, but you might find trash out there that is useful.
Yes.
I've seen where people have made hooks out of pop can tabs, stuff like that.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up. So we can find, or we can use whatever we find, right?
Yeah, and anything you find out there doesn't count as an item. That's all.
Okay.
Good to use.
Okay. I don't know what all can be found, but it's good to know that's we're not going to get disqualified if we find something and use it.
Right. Exactly.
Okay. Good deal.
Doesn't mean you go out there and sit down a tarp and say, "Hey, look, I found it."
It looks it's still in the package. Do you believe that?
I can't believe somebody left us out here.
How lucky are we?
Yeah, but anything that you find out there is free game. One thing I wanted to mention, I plan on collecting firewood. If you do bring firewood, that counts as an item.
No.
So,
We're gathering.
Yeah.
Good.
I hope it don't rain. Man, I hope it don't rain.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing, honestly. I'm just praying that it don't rain that week. Although it would be kind of cool to be out there when it's raining. It would be a tough survival situation when it comes to fire. I mean, you depend on fire so much, from sterilizing your water to cooking your food.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
I mean, I would say, I think everybody would agree, shelter's number one and fire's number two. Those two really, they could both be tied for number one. I mean,
right.
Those two are paramount.
Yeah, for sure. Then we also did come up with a point system. We're going to allow our fans to figure out who won. I'm planning on linking your guys' YouTube channel. That way they can get your side of it and figure out who the winner is. Clearly, it's going to be Nebraska, but just in case they want to check out the losing team, that's fine. But
I didn't think this was a comedy show. I didn't.
But we figure out also a point system to where we can kind of rate each other. We figure out, like, for example, I listed down a couple of the points. You get 5 points for catching your food. We're going to do 2 meals for the 24-hour period. So you get 5 points for catching your food on your first meal and 5 points for catching your food on your second meal. You're also going to get 5 points for actually consuming your food per meal, because we discussed this earlier. There's situations where if you do catch your food, like we're planning on fishing, and there's times where I've caught fish that they didn't look so good. They had some weird growths on them, and it's just like, probably don't want to eat that fish.
Right. And
so
being that we're not in a serious survival situation, there's no sense in risking, us getting sick for this.
Yeah.
Now, if it was a realistic situation, then you bet I'll be chowing down on something. I'm a fat guy. I gotta eat.
I'll be cutting them growths off and trying to figure it out.
Clip it off with your pocket knife and eat it.
I don't know about all that. Maybe making it into a soup.
Fish head soup.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and then another points that I thought of, 5 points for purifying your water and drinking it.
Each time, or each collection, or just in general?
Well, I think it should be 1 per meal too, so twice.
Okay.
So that way, because I mean, we could collect a bunch of points by just purifying water all day, you know.
Okay,
Right.
so max on water
That's kind of a goal.
max on water purification would be 10 points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yep. I don't know. And then we mentioned like starting a fire could be 5 or 10 points. Starting a fire is so important.
I would say
that
10
think
points.
It should be worth 10 points. Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. So,
Agreed.
so that's
if you
gonna be 10 points.
if you successfully bank your fire and get it going the next morning without ferro rod or anything like that, I think that should be an additional 5.
Absolutely. I think that I'm gonna write that down right now. Actually. So that'll be 5 more points. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. I know we thought of a couple other things, but I can't really remember them. We're gonna have to get together and make sure we write all these down. And we're planning on having a list together. We each team will print out a list to take with us. That way we know what we need to do, what our objectives are,
Mm-hmm.
so we can display everything within our videos.
See, that's I think we should come up with a few as well that not necessarily are a necessity to survival, but something to do. You know what I mean? Just something you can do while you're out there that portrays the survival, but not a necessity. Just for points.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. And then we're going to do a 20 points if you make it the full 24 hours. So if you leave early, you don't get those 20 points.
I cannot imagine what would constitute you leaving. In that unless bar some
if it's an
injury.
emergency,
Right? Yeah.
Right. If it's an emergency, then that's a whole different situation. But
Right.
if for some reason one of us is like, it's close enough, I'm gonna leave 2 hours early. Well, then you don't get those 20 points.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
So, we did agree that we're gonna start at 9 a.m. I thought you guys mentioned a date. But I don't remember it.
Fourth Saturday in September. So let me look at that. What would that be? That is going to be the 25th. September 25th.
25th. September 25th. All right. So, how long do you guys, just to give the listeners kind of an idea, how long you guys think it'll take to put up your video after that's over?
Ideally, I will have it put up by the following Monday.
Okay, so about a week?
No. Like.
Oh, that.
Yeah, like.
That coming Monday after that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll try. I mean, at latest Tuesday.
Okay. I think I can do that. So let's just shoot for Tuesday.
Okay.
29th.
And okay, let's do this. Let's shoot for Tuesday. Let's do a premiere thing, scheduled, published thing.
Yeah.
Whenever we upload it, let's just schedule it for, say, such and such time. The 20, what would that be? 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th?
28th?
I think so. Math.
Yeah, 28th will be the Tuesday.
Okay, so let's just schedule the premiere for noon the 28th.
All right. That sounds good to me. That sounds like a plan.
Say it works for me.
Yeah, we'll just, like I said, we'll have to get together for the podcast either today or sometime and figure out our point system for sure. I think we got most of it figured out.
I think it's pretty well hashed out. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys lose.
I am.
It's going to be a blast, dude.
It will be.
I'm excited.
Have you ever done something
like
this, Frankie?
I've never done a survival challenge for like a video or anything, but have you guys heard of the food chain challenge?
No.
So I've done that on my own without recording it, where you go out there with just a rod and a hook, and basically you got to find bait, whether it's worms or bugs, and then once you find that, throw it on the hook, and you got to catch smaller bait. So for me that day, I caught a bluegill, cut in half, and then I used that bait to catch something bigger. So that's why they call it the food chain challenge, because it goes from bugs to the small fish for bait to something bigger to actually be a meal, like a catfish. So I've done that, but I've never really done like a long-term survival challenge.
See, that's what me and John were talking about the other day. It'd be awesome if we had the means to do this for like a week or,
a month.
Maybe, a month would be fun.
Oh man, if we could take off a month to do it, that'd be amazing.
I wouldn't be able to do that. There's no way.
Even a week would be awesome, but yeah, I mean,
this is gonna be fun. Don't get me wrong, but 24 hours is.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
That's all. I like that we're doing the point thing, and that's why I was saying just do a little extras, like whoever whittles a walking stick or whatever, you get a few points for that, or just stuff like this.
Yeah, we can do extra points for whittling.
Like I said, they're not a necessity for
walking stick.
Just,
if you make like a cooking spit or something like that. Yeah. We could figure some stuff out like that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think we're pretty well set up, and I think it's going to be awesome.
All right. Well, I think that's good right there. But I think if I had a drum roll, I would be doing it right now. But I think we should go ahead and jump on over. Well, before we pick a winner, Frankie, why don't you one more time tell us about the Til Valhalla Project? I feel like we can't hammer it home enough.
I absolutely, especially nowadays with everything that's going on overseas, man, it's more important than anything. I know I personally have talked to a few of the people that I've deployed with in Afghanistan, and the situation that's going on in Afghanistan right now is actually just messing with a lot of people's minds, especially with us that served over in that area. Mm-hmm. But the Til Valhalla Project it's an awesome organization that brings awareness to veteran suicide and helping veterans with mental health. You can go to their website, tilvalhallaproject.com, I believe it is, and you can purchase t-shirts, hats, mugs, just apparel, and different types of stuff that you can buy from it. But I believe it's 20% of all their proceeds from what they sell goes to bring awareness to not only veteran suicide, but supply the means to help veterans cope with PTSD or cope with just mental health, so they don't have to go to that point where they're thinking about suicide. They also do handmade plaques that they personally deliver to families that had a fallen soldier, Marine, or anybody from a military branch that they've lost. They hand deliver these plaques to their family, and it's a very personal thing because, like I said, it's hand delivered. There's a lot of volunteers all over the country that they have. You can go on the Til Valhalla website and volunteer to be a member to deliver a plaque. And I think that's awesome because you can volunteer your time to help out a little bit. And it don't matter where in the United States you are, you can still volunteer. And if they have a plaque that needs to deliver around your area, they'll give you a call and said, hey, are you willing to deliver this plaque to this family that lost somebody? And it's a great way to give back to the veteran community. But like I said, Til Valhalla Project, I can't talk about them enough. They're awesome. They have awesome t-shirts. I've bought plenty of them myself. They're very comfortable. Not only that, but a lot of them display stuff on there that brings awareness to veteran suicide. So just you wearing a t-shirt will bring awareness to PTSD. I have a PTSD shirt. I have other shirts for suicide awareness within veterans and stuff like that. And then they also have T-shirts, I believe, for first responders, like if you're in the medical field or a firefighter, stuff like that. It's pretty cool, man. I love it. I love it.
It's really awesome.
I think it's amazing. I think that you guys are doing great things, and not enough can be done for our veterans. So we appreciate everybody out there that's taking your time to look into these guys and has ever purchased anything, donated. We really appreciate that. We thank all the veterans out there for your service. Frankie, thank you for your service. We really appreciate everything you guys do.
Absolutely. We know what you guys did. We appreciate what you guys did. We definitely won't forget what you guys have done.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If you guys aren't opposed to it, I think you guys should put out your Discord out there. And if anybody does purchase a T-shirt or whoever does win this giveaway could post a picture of their T-shirts or the giveaways or, stuff like that. I think that would be cool.
Either that or the Facebook page or both.
Yeah, there you go. Go to the Facebook page.
It's the same namesake for for both of those, the Wiley Rooster Boys on Discord and on Facebook. I think that's all they would need, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just join up on the Discord. I mean, we got general chat and all that. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've talked to Chuck, John,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know if he mentioned it to you, but I've done a lot of research because of my streaming and stuff like that on how to set up Discord, and I'd like to help you guys set up your Discord a little more to where your fans can interact within it and stuff like that. And another thing that I thought would be cool is to have a chat for just a general chat for people to come in and just talk. If somebody has an issue that they need to address to somebody, especially that we mentioned before, a lot of people are scared to talk about their mental health because
there's a stigma.
There's a stigma, and a lot of people are scared to come to their friends and family because they're afraid they're going to get judged for it. Especially friends and family they know. And I want to put it out there that that's not always the case, and if it is the case, you can talk to a stranger like us that do care about it, and I think that's maybe something that you guys can add onto your channel.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't know really much about Discord. We have the Discord, but I am Discord illiterate, so.
Yeah, I definitely like to help you guys out with that. I think it would do a lot of good.
Okay.
Absolutely.
We can do that.
Before we do the drawing, did you guys get that text I sent you guys with the last entry I got?
On Discord?
No. It was on text.
On
text.
text.
I just sent you guys a text. We got one.
Oh, okay. I just seen that. I'll add him on real quick then.
All right. Well, get that added on, and without further ado, we will do the giveaway.
All right,
so,
ladies and gentlemen,
go ahead. Get a winner, I just want to say, we get a winner. We have your email or your contact information. I'll get a hold of you guys, and then I'll just need a address to send it to, and then I'll need a size for a T-shirt. But we'll get that through the email or whatever. So.
Awesome.
And I also believe that you can either pick like a green, like a military green, for the T-shirt, or you can pick a black color also.
Good to know.
So.
Okay. All right.
All right, ladies and gents, here we go. I'm going to spin the wheel, see what happens. And Billy James. Congratulations, Billy James. You're now the winner of the Til Valhalla Project Awareness Bundle, buddy.
Alrighty.
All right, Billy.
Yeah.
We'll be reaching out to you. Like Frankie said, it's either green or black for the shirt. We'll get you back your shirt size, and we'll get it shipped out to you.
All right. Awesome.
Congratulations again, Billy.
I think we'll be doing more things like this, maybe not Til Valhalla stuff every time, unless you want to, Frankie. I'm completely cool with that. I'm getting more stuff out with Til Valhalla, but I think giveaways are fun, and especially when they're for a good cause.
Yeah, definitely.
So we should be doing more of these in the future.
Absolutely.
But I think that's about going to wrap us up on this one, guys. We got to get with each other and hash out the final point system and rules and whatnot. And Get ready for
And,
Texas to win.
Yeah. I just want to throw it out there to anybody that is listening. If you guys, John, I know he puts out the links and stuff to how you guys can contact them. Go ahead and contact them, and maybe give us some ideas of what you guys want to hear on here, or maybe what some of our future giveaways should be.
Yeah, absolutely. So, all right, guys. As always, we appreciate you listening. Please like and subscribe to the podcast. Rate it if you're on Apple. I don't know that you can rate it on other platforms, but we appreciate the support, and we appreciate everybody taking the time out to enter into this giveaway. I guess until next time, guys. God bless. And we'll see y'all later.